It's the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. It's the Tyler Glenn Show, and I wish you the best of mornings. It is a Tuesday, this 18th day of April, and I hear those sleigh bells jingling, jingling too. It's going to be lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Holy shnikes. We are set for a big storm. This thing continues to grow. It's just barreling towards the northern plains, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, and we'll take a look at what's happening there. Get ready for some big snow and big wind, and we've got all the details. Also, big changes at McDonald's. Everyone's favorite fast food burger place is changing the recipe. Are we going back to the 80s, like with Coca-Cola, where they're going to have the new formula? Oh, fingers crossed. Also, the video that made the rounds yesterday that had the kitty and the monkey. That's all I'm going to tell you. We've got Colin's new pothole song that is going viral this morning. Also, you'll never look at your office chair the same way. Post Malone designs his own restaurant. Oh, ding dong, someone's at the door. So let's open the door and welcome you into the Beach Bunker. Good morning, and a special good morning to our new sponsors, Forbidden Flavors and Jeff's Clean Cut Yard Care, along with Daba Graphics. I'm Tyler Glenn. And this is the Tyler Glenn Show, and it is a bit of a shit show to start because we are in for some really nasty weather. I can't overstate this. As time goes on, this system is really picking up steam, and now we're going to clock out at 80-kilometer-an-hour winds to go with this snow. So it's something you got to be aware of, that it's going to come down this afternoon with some light rain, and you're going to say to yourself, that's not so bad. April showers bring May flowers. And then all of a sudden you're going to look to the sky and you're going to see that there's some white stuff floating around there. Okay, well, that's not too bad. At least it's not sticking on the ground. And then it'll start to stick on the ground. And then there will be more. And the winds will get heavier. And that's going to be your late Tuesday overnight. Tomorrow could be a real gong show, and we'll be on top of that for you. Let's take a look outside this morning. You wouldn't think anything was coming. It's the calm before the storm. Beautiful sunrise on a Tuesday. We're at -3. We're not going to get all that warm today. The temperatures will be in the single digits, but we will have some sun to start. But, man, we're going to get walloped, and it's going to start slow and then come through the overnight. There is a winter storm warning. Winter storm watch. We haven't got to the warning yet, but I would suspect that's going to come later today. now that these wind gusts are going to top out at 80 kilometers an hour. But that's just a beautiful shot of southern Manitoba. Good morning, Shoal Lake and Oak Lake and the Neepawa, Gladstone, Arden region, Menadosa, 16-10, looking beautiful. Downtown Winnipeg, just in all its glory in the sunshine, just waiting to get hammered. Kicked in the groin. Kicked in the groin. Moisture is starting to develop there on the radar in the blue. That's the snow. The green is rain. And some models are saying 40 centimeters, but I'm not going to mention that. We're not going to go full DEPTHCON panic yet. But when I saw 40 this morning, I'm like, holy man, holy shit, that's a lot of snow. But this is why shows like this exist. Because we take you to the beach every 30 minutes and we talk about fun places to travel to and good food to eat because we live in the tundra. And we could have this happen in June. In June, we could get hammered with snow. So, yes, Steve Webster says, let's load up on the toilet paper. Let's get the toilet paper and get ready to roll. Get ready for the storm. A Colorado low is poised to impact southeastern Saskatchewan and southwestern Manitoba tonight through Thursday. Snow will now continue until Friday afternoon in parts of Manitoba. 10 to 25 centimeters are possible, with the highest amounts expected over higher elevations. Rain mixed with snow will move into the area Tuesday evening, with precipitation fully transitioning to snow overnight on Tuesday. The heaviest snowfall will begin to fall early Wednesday morning. Total accumulations of all types of precipitation may exceed 30 millimeters for some areas. And like I said, some sources are saying that we could see upwards of 40 centimeters of snow. Now, Environment Canada is not saying that. We'll get to the U.S. models in just a second and what the KMOT forecast had to say in just a bit. Also had a DM yesterday from someone saying, why are you showing the Minot forecast? And you know what's interesting is that a lot of people think that the closest weather person, and not that weather people matter, but is Minot as the crow flies. Minot's closer than Winnipeg to where I am. So that's I know it's a U.S. forecast, but I mean they're closer. So why wouldn't I look to them to see what they're saying at least? And we'll see what their weather models say as far as the precipitation goes in just a second. This is the concerning thing. It's driving, right? In addition to heavy snow, strong northeasterly winds will develop and gusts will exceed 80 kilometers an hour. These winds will cause blowing snow, reduce visibility, could make travel hazardous. The strongest winds are expected to occur over the Parklands and extreme southeast Saskatchewan beginning on Wednesday morning, and then they'll diminish. So travel should be avoided. I had a few people DM me yesterday saying, I got a flight to catch on Thursday. I got a place to be on Thursday. I would start making plans now to try and get there early if you could. This storm she's going to be a nasty one. Again, that rain is going to start this afternoon. We should see a high around 6 degrees. Here is what Kevin said at KMOT in Minot last night.
Tonight, this is through Wednesday, so let's talk about how the active pattern is likely going to unfold here. I don't see much here for tomorrow morning. We're going to have a cloudy sky, and with that, we've got a chance for
that's the start. That's this morning.
Rain or snow shower,
that's
which
what's
may
coming.
Carry over into the early afternoon time frame. This is a 3 o'clock tomorrow snapshot in the afternoon.
3 o'clock today.
This first wave is very weak. It moves on now. So most of our day tomorrow is going to be dry. Look for southeast winds, though, between about 20 and 35 miles per hour. Gets a little bit more interesting as we get toward tomorrow night.
Interesting.
Sunset.
Yeah, you could say that.
So over 24 hours from now with thunderstorms over southern North Dakota and South Dakota.
Thunder snow.
These are going to be lifting north toward Minot for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, but encountering colder air.
Look at all that blue. Look at all that snow.
We could see an initial pocket of snow here in Minot later late tomorrow night around midnight into early Wednesday morning, and then more wraparound heavy snow back into eastern Montana. So I think we're going to see some snow here in Minot, but more north in Canada and then back west closer to Williston in eastern Montana. I still think we have a chance for at least a few inches of snow here in the Magic City.
Look at the amounts.
Weather,
so we're going to get pummeled here.
Snow, the equivalent here for Minot, really along US 2 toward Williston into eastern Montana, is between about 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. Again, for tomorrow, it'll be a windy day, east-southeast winds of 20.
And we're waiting for those winds to pick up here, too, and then he goes into their forecast. But the thing that I like to watch is how is the snow going to develop? Those radars are usually accurate. It's one of the forecasts that I like to keep an eye on. And then the moisture equivalent. So lots of moisture coming, lots of snow coming. And like he said, there's going to be lots of wind, too. So be aware of that. Spread the word. Do you remember Williston? Oh yeah. I think I was back once since we were there. Because they won't let us back into town. They've got posters up still. Good morning to our Sun Seekers this morning in chat. You see them chatting around and having some fun with us on Twitch. And, our social media friends have the opportunity to wander on over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Get yourself a Twitch account and then join up. I've been telling people that have a hard time understanding what I'm doing now. I say that imagine a TV station and Facebook had a baby. That's really what Twitch is, because you do the live chat while the TV show is on, and that's me and the Beach Bunker here. And we all get to have a good time. So sign up, get yourself a Twitch account, give yourself a username like Cheryl did and Tasha and WD Jin. Not sure why you used that name, Derek, but Misbehavin' and Uncle Bo and Fern and Porky Jr. and Quentin. Quentin, am I allowed to show the picture you sent me yesterday? Before you get any ideas, Quentin is going to be super famous. He's a movie star, and I got movie pictures, but I have to check these things because he may have signed one of those disclosure agreements, and I don't want to get him in trouble because he's standing alongside a pretty big star. Anyway, that is to come. Also, Cindy sent me some stuff yesterday. Her and her family got together over Ukrainian Christmas. Remember Crazy Cindy? And the fun and games they have. They get the beverages rolling at their family functions, and then they really just get right into it. It's giggles and laughs and party favors flying all over the place. And, yeah, I can share it. Okay, so we'll share Quentin's picture a little bit later this morning. So stick around for that. We'll share Cindy's video. Stick around for that. The monkey and the kitty. That's pretty cool. And we'll go to the Bahamas today on the beach cam. Someplace where there's no winter storm watch. In fact, they've got Atlantis there. I'm sure you've seen it in the commercials where they got the water slide that's going through the shark tank. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's part of what we're going to be doing over the next little while. And, of course, we're going to keep an eye on the road situation for you. And this is something to keep in mind for tomorrow. Nothing to worry about on the highways this morning. We showed you the road cam just a few seconds ago. But other than the giant potholes that we are seeing across Manitoba develop, things are looking good this morning on the highways. So not much to worry about. It's the way home today. Expect highways to be wet, and hopefully temperatures stay above freezing so you're not slip-sliding around on the way home from work today. But again, we'll keep an eye on that for you. Speaking of potholes, I got to show you what Colin did yesterday. He has got just another awesome video. He is a school friend of mine and former radio colleague of mine, and he just, in his spare time, likes to make crazy, weird videos. And he was complaining about the potholes yesterday, and so he came up with a pothole song. Now, I have to say, and I've been seeing this online, that the potholes in Brandon they're bad, but nowhere as bad as Winnipeg. Winnipeg, I don't know what's happening there, but it's if you have to go to Winnipeg and you've got a car that can withstand the incredible punishment that's going to happen to your car, God bless you. because their roads, they are in need of help. I think that the city, this has been the best in our town. It's been in a long time. They've got these temporary patches going, and I don't care if it's just to get us through the next few weeks till the weather warms up. It's nice to see them out locally and fill in those holes. But in Winnipeg, it's not good. And so what do you do but make fun of them? Make fun of the city until they get the job done. And that's what Colin did with his song yesterday. And if you're a fan, I believe it's Metallica. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but he just does
this town, on
Black Hole Sun. Maybe is it Pearl Jam? Who sings Black Hole Sun? WD Jen will know. Black Hole Sun. Look at those holes.
Crappy road, bumpy ride.
Way to go, Colin.
Time
Here's
to
it.
call up MBI while I wait. Placed on hold. I will hear this tune again.
And someone will be with you shortly.
Pothole song.
Soundgarden.
4 feet
Yeah, that's it.
long. Made worse with all the rain.
Never really cared for the song, but now I do. Nice special effects. Look at that. Where does he find these
Suspension's gone. Brake lights on.
yeah.
Alignment's wrong.
How many nachos were harmed in the making of this video, Colin? Come on now. Uh-oh. Big ending coming, big ending. Oh, God. Oh, now that's the biggest plot hole I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, let's pause for the cops. Way to go, Colin.
An eye on the forecast.
Well done. And so I believe Power 97 in Winnipeg has, I think they've added the song to rotation. I think that Soundgarden is out, Colin is in, and yeah, that was very, very well. Apparently there's a bad one down by Kia in town. Is there really? Let's get them on it. A friend of mine from Winnipeg was back last week, and he actually thought Brandon was worse than Winnipeg. Really? Maybe I'm just not traveling too much, or I'm reading the wrong comments on social media, but the comments that I had come across had said that Brandon was doing a pretty good job of filling the potholes. But you know what? If you've got a nasty one, then let's make a big deal about it, and we'll get some attention on it. It sounds like they're out there trying to get to them as quickly as they can. So let's do that. Speaking of recommendations, I saw this yesterday. Glenn Edwards posted this, and it was in Chicago. The Blackhawks did this, and I have never seen this before. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe we have seen it in the area, but I think that a team like the Wheat Kings could certainly benefit from something like this. Thank you. An appreciation to the fans. You get to go down there with a whole bunch of paint and paint the ice surface. I thought this was really, really cool. You go down there with your family and paint something on the ice and then take a picture of it, and thank you, fans. Of course, getting ready for the playoffs. Winnipeg Whiteout sold out in a matter of minutes for the first couple of parties. So, won't be going to that, but that's okay. There'll be mayhem. Speaking of mayhem, there will be mayhem in downtown Winnipeg for that. But that's kind of a neat idea. Yeah, it's thanks to our season ticket holders for turning the ice surface into a masterpiece. Look at that. That is pretty darn cool. And they could easily do that with the Keystone Center. You just kind of cordon off the logo, because anybody that knows anything about hockey at all, and I don't know very much, but the logo's sacred. When you go in the dressing room, you can't step anywhere close to the logo. Oh no, especially with paint. Oh shit, you'd be in big shit if you did anything near the logo. Some people got close. There's some people in shorts down on the ice, like the guy over at the left-hand boards there, sporting the shorts. Got to do it. And it looks like they provided all the paints, too. So, anyway, maybe Folco's watching. Maybe somebody over the Wheat Kings is watching. Maybe the Jets can steal the idea. Oh, that's cool. So he's probably putting his number. I don't know. Maybe somebody else's number, or maybe just a couple of dominoes. I'm not sure what dominoes have to do with hockey, but that is some bad art. But you know what? It's cute nevertheless. It's better than I would do. The Stanley Cup. And so anyway, that was the Appreciation Day in Chicago. Very well done. Maybe we can steal that idea and make it ours. Paint on the ice surface. So this is big news. McDonald's is working to upgrade and improve its burgers. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but this was huge news. And of course, we're the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. And when a franchise like McDonald's makes big change, the whole world takes note. And this does remind me a little bit of when Coca-Cola back in the 80s decided that they were going to change their formula. McDonald's is going to change the ingredients, the recipe, so to speak, of their hamburgers. And they're saying that it's an improvement on their classic burgers. They're working to ensure the buns are softer and toasted to a golden brown while having perfectly melted cheese on each burger. We found that small changes like tweaking our process will make for a better experience. The changes have already been implemented. Apparently, Vegas is one of the first ones to get this. So if you're in Vegas, go to McDonald's, try it. I want to see if it's better. Vegas, Los Angeles, and New York are the first markets to get the changes at McDonald's. And it's interesting because the market's acting favorably to the news. I guess changes are required.
If you were loving McDonald's already, it may be in for a big-time quality upgrade. The company announcing today some small but tasty improvements to the Big Mac, McDouble, and all their burger items. The updates include softer buns, cheese melted to
perfectly melted, as opposed to crappily melted cheese.
On the grill, not after the fact. And more
caramelized onions. That might be interesting.
Sauce in every
more
bite.
Big Mac
sauce.
Not
much of an investor story. The stock, not much movement on this action, but some good news. Yeah,
went up
a bit. It was hovering around the neutral point all day long. But for customers of McDonald's, certainly some good news. And the marketing story here, the Hamburglar is back.
Look at this. The Hamburglar is back. They shelved all the characters, including Ronald McDonald, but not anymore. It just happens to be Animal Cookie Day today, too, by the way. Animal Cookie Day. So look at this. I'm going to pull out the old box of McDonald's cookies with the Hamburglar. Let's all celebrate. Let's all get excited that McDonald's is shaking things up. They're changing things up, and the Hamburglar is coming back. So they've likely tested with customers already. Okay, so which of the mascots is the least offensive? Which of the mascot is going to get us in the least amount of trouble when it comes to social media? He's pretty... He's pretty ambiguous. It's pretty ambiguous what the Hamburglar is, and we should not get into too much trouble. So look for a new and improved McDonald's experience. And when they said that they're going to put more Big Mac sauce on the Big Macs, the first thing in my mind is like, so you're going to make it even more messy than it was already. Not that I mind lots of Big Mac sauce. But what happens to you when you eat a Big Mac? Or am I just the only one? And I like Big Macs, and I don't mind the chicken one. But it doesn't matter if it's the chicken or beef one. It's just every time you bite into it, it's like all over the place. Certainly not the food that you want to be driving on or eating on a road trip where you're cruising around, because it always ends up on my lap. The Hamburglar prison outfit might offend inmates. I don't know. Inmates, are they wearing a mask in jail? Because we really don't know who they are. That's the beauty of this mascot. We don't know who they are. Their anonymity is protected. There's no getting offended with the new the new mascot. Well, but to this generation, it will be new. The Hamburglar is not something that we have seen. What were the other ones? There was Grimace was the purple guy. And then there was the chicken. And, of course, Ronald himself. And he looks good there. He doesn't look creepy that's kind of the fashionable McDonald. This is from the 80s, 87, I think it is. Ronald McDonald. McDonald Land cookies. Remember them? Oh, yeah. Because today is Animal Cookie Day. And I think of all the animal cookies that I had as a kid, the McDonald's animal cookies were the best. And so what other day are we celebrating today? It's Adult Autism Awareness Day, Holocaust Remembrance Day, International Amateur Radio Day, for those who have a ham radio lying around, National Lineman Appreciation Day, National Transfer Money to Your Daughter's Account Day. Who the hell came up with that? To show appreciation for your daughter, parents transfer money to their daughter's account today or give them cash. According to one source, the holiday dates back to 2017, created by a mobile transfer company. This is stupid. I got to delete this before my daughter gets out of bed. Send your daughter money. What about Dad isn't the banker day? Like, when does that day come up? Dad is not a banker day. Wouldn't that be a fun day to have? Or Dad doesn't have money day, go see your mom. That's the day that we should have. It's Newspaper Columnist Day. Oh, remember the paper? Oh, I remember the newspaper. The days of old. Yeah, the good old newspaper. It's Pet Owners Independence Day. It's National Velociraptor Day. Velociraptor? I don't know. That's like a dinosaur. It's Piñata Day. Quick note, piñata is not Mexican. No. The piñata came from China. Doesn't everything come from China? It came from China, and actually Marco Polo in the 13th century kind of, I think that was like the first cultural appropriation, like where you steal stuff from another culture. Marco Polo said, hey, this would be fun for Lent celebrations. And so the Spanish took it, and then when they came to Mexico, they brought the piñatas with them. So they are from China originally. Look at this. The more you know. Okay, so anyway, we're getting close to that time where we have to say goodbye to our TikTok friends. Thank you, TikTok, for being part of the Tyler Glenn Show. If you'd like to join us on Twitch, there's room for all. There's room on the bus. And come on over, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Also, for our Facebook friends on Twitter and YouTube and all the other social medias, why don't you come on over and join us? Again, it's quick and easy to get yourself a username. You don't have to join us every day, but, it'd be great if you could, because you join in the conversation. And not to mention that if you miss the show, it's always available on demand. Just log on to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. I appreciate all the people watching it on television. That's very cool. Lots of DMs from folks who are watching the show on TV, and we really appreciate it. But anyway, for now, farewell, TikTok friends. Goodbye, TikTok. TikTok goes first, and then we say goodbye to our Facebook friends. We'll go to a beach break real quick. We're going to the Bahamas today. And, it's also nice. Come on over, all our social media buddies and pals. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. And if you can't, be safe. We'll have updates for you tomorrow right here on your favorite social media account with that storm coming. Be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.